Oh, there we are. Oh, hang on a second. My camera is blurred. One second, let me clean the camera. There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another video. I'm very glad to be back live with you again. Today, we are going to be doing a wash race, I think we call it, in both the Kelvinator K605 and the Whirlpool 6LBR6245EQ1. So we're going to go ahead and get everything started. I've got everything already set up. I've got the chat over here. Hello, everyone. I've got all the clothes inside of the washers already. Everything's already set. We're going to be using Tide Pods flavored Spring Mito. They're both got average loads in them. I haven't set this one yet, so we'll go ahead and do that. We're going to set this to Maxi. So Maxi, we're going to be doing large, and I think we will leave that on warm, yes. This one, we're doing extra large, warm water, full 18 minutes, and by request for Bald Eagle, we're going to be turning this on. So there we go. That's switched on. I think, yes, both the dispensers I filled. So without further delay, we're going to go ahead and get things started. So here we go. There goes the Whirlpool. There goes the Kelvinator. So the Kelvinator likes to start off by filling with just cold water, and the Whirlpool likes to start off by filling with both. And because of that, as you can see, so far the pressure is pretty even. But when it starts to fill with both, this one, and this one, eventually the ATC is going to kick in, and it's going to turn it to just hot water, because we have, it's going winter as well, so our water is probably very cold. So I'm going to slide this over, and I'll get to the chat in just a second. I'm just going to get this camera positioned so you can all see it. There goes the Kelvinator using both now. I can get a little closer. Yeah, I can get right up to it. I'm going to tilt this down to about somewhere there. Yes. There you guys go. Look at that water pressure. And the Kelvinator, I don't know if you've heard it, it's just locked in. So it's no longer turning. Now, unfortunately, the way that this camera is, I can't film both of them at the same time unless I lifted the computer up like this. But obviously, I can't do this forever. So the way I'm going to do this is, I guess I could hold this for a while, but then I'm going to rest the camera down and just go back and forth between the two. And since the Kelvinator is going to start first, I guess we might as well leave it here. I'm going to see if I can put the camera more. Yeah, this early. All right, so Kelvinator is almost there. Yes, Kendall, the K605 is belt driven. This is the belt that the K605 uses. All right, Kelvinator has begun. Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to get a phone to be 11. I'm not really interested in a phone as yet, but so far, aside from the audio, obviously, because audio is a little muffled, but I mean, there's okay video quality, and yeah, everything sort of works. So the way the Kelvinator works is this like unique agitation. It's not really as instant, I would probably say. However, give it a little time, and you'll notice it really starts to get things working. And so, well, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, if you look over here, this one's getting there. You see the ATCs working. Hello, Lifting Rail. Nice to see you. There goes the ATC. But yeah, this does have the ATC. Maytag doesn't have ATC. Gaming, Jalen. The model number is 6LBR6245E1. I can put that in the chat for you. 6LBR6245E1. There you are. It's I think this is the washer with the longest model number here. All the other model numbers are very simple. This one is a very long one. Yeah, I think the ATC doesn't actually kick in for the hot water. I think it's just straight hot water, which is nice. But you can see, even though the load is very bulky, the dual action agitator just takes it right on down. All right, we're going to turn this back to the Kelvinator. The K600 is good, yeah. It's just my stuff kind of better. So I check every Tuesday because there's this place in my town. It's called the Group. It stands for Community Resources, and I pop in there every Tuesday because on Monday they get machines. And they kind of keep them at the back of the building, and there's a guy there that takes them apart, and there's like a shed full of parts, spare parts for all the machines I have. And I look every Tuesday, but so far, haven't found anything. So that's still a work in progress, but I'm hoping to get that soon. Yeah, that's what I was talking about with the V tags. Had no ATC. It was all straight. And I love that because it's nice and quick. It's like straight to the point. And yeah, it's a simple design that works well in my opinion. I've seen some, yeah, I've seen some, but I haven't been able to grab one. They've either been too far away from me or expensive because there's a lot of people that like to refurbish those older ones and sell them for too high a price. So. None of your watches have ATC. Doesn't the Catalyst have ATC? Ah. Oh, well, that's cool. Automatic temperature control. That's the switch or the sensor, the thermal switch sensor, whatever you call it, that reads what temperature your water is, and then it adjusts it to a specific temperature. That's why this one adjusts itself so much, because it has ATC, automatic temperature control. Yes, some of the Kenmores. A lot of the direct drugs, to my knowledge, have ATC. Say 12 minutes. Yeah. I have heard of the Zanussi washer. Those are cool machines. I like the recirculating jet on those. I actually seen a Zanussi washer recently. Those machines, they do look pretty flash. I just don't have the means to get one right now. So. Yeah, I know. Nice to be back, John. right. I'm going to slide things over. Yes, I am, Sean. Yes, I am. You know what? Tomorrow. I think I'll talk about it at the end of the video. And plus, there's a lot of people that don't know about it. So maybe, because I'll let you know this, guys. I'm getting it tomorrow. I got it on Friday, and I've been waiting ever since. I'm very excited. For those of you who don't know, there is a huge surprise coming, because I found something unique. Oh, bye, Kendall. I think I'm gonna, because I get, yes. Okay, I could try it. I'll probably be excited enough to make a video on it tomorrow. Yeah. But in the meantime, I wasn't gonna have anything else to do today, so gotta be here. That'll be the first. It will. It'll be my. Yeah. It's gonna be awesome. All right, I'm gonna hold this computer now. Not drop it. There we go. All right. Yes. Unfortunately, that is my tripod. Two machines. Yeah, I could place it higher. It's just that it needs to be on a flat surface. Otherwise, if I tilt it down, it's gonna fall off of whatever I have it on. And plus, what is in here that is taller than this clothes horse? Give me a second. I'll set you back down onto the tripod again. The latest and fine tech tripod, and I will be back in just a second. Turn this around because it tilts this way, I think. Yeah, it does. Let me put this up here. Move this out of the way. I will say it's much smaller. This is a ladder, guys. What do you make of that? Ah, wow, that's a lot of videos. Let me get this photograph out of here. I think I can probably make the view better. Give me a second. Because this is our current setup. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this way. So it's right up against there. We can get closer. There we go. Maybe I could. Hang on a second. You brought up a good point. Let me see. All right, what we got there? That might work. No way. Well, there you go, guys. You just got an upgrade. You should be grateful. Now I don't have to. Well, I should be grateful. I don't have to hold it. It's a little crooked. So I think what needs to happen is this needs to move just a tad bit this way. I can't get it lower than this, otherwise it's gonna show the bottom of my computer. So unfortunately I can't adjust it any lower than this. All right, what's going on? Let's see. All right, 4 minutes to go on that one, and this one we have absolutely no indication whatsoever. All right. Yeah, that's a bit much, Sean. I try to upload only once a week. I used to be one of those people that, because I had an issue where I'd film too many videos, and I'd kind of get stressed out about getting them all out. So I've since learned to pull back on my recording. So, and plus now I have time to make actual good footage instead of just doing the same thing over and over again. So it's really helped me out. I do love it. Got it right there. We must be getting close. We're on the mark. For those of you that know, the Kelvinator does a 24-minute wash, and the Whirlpool does an 18-minute wash. So even though the Kelvinator got a head start, it's most likely going to be the Whirlpool that finishes this first. Yeah, you and I are very opposite, Drummer Boy. But while you barely have the like you only have a day to film things, I have every day, and sometimes I can get a bit carried away with my filming. What do you know? There goes the mighty Whirlpool is draining. I wonder if the brake is gonna do that thing again. Oh, you know what? There goes the Kelvinator. Yeah. All right, the Whirlpool is empty. We should be getting ready to kick off any second now. Oh, there goes the Kelvinator. Yeah, actually, Daniel, I enjoy your TR7 videos very much. Those are like some of the better videos of those washers I've seen. So, yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, once again, slamming into the spin cycle. Hey, yeah, it's like the what's the MAT? The MAT 15. Is that the water well? Oh, okay, there you go. So it's one of those washers. That's cool. Those are pretty rare. So well done on Blue. I don't know. I have not a clue, guys. I'm not an expert, but all I know is it a straight vane agitator or a dual action? I've seen the one with the straight vane agitator before, but I have not seen the dual action before. Oh, yes, those are interesting. But yeah, you'd be surprised. There's actually a few of those here. I think what I'll do, get a bit closer, since we have to need the double angle thing. Alright, get ready for the spray rinse. Spray rinse. Kind of looks like a shower head on camera. Oh, you meant the way it fills. I didn't know that. I thought you meant like time-wise. Okay. So it's going to do this a few times, and then it stops like that, as you can see, and get ready because it's about to do a spin burst, which is 850 RPMs. There it goes, right there. Oh yeah, it's going. Whoa, there's something wrapped around the agitator. Can't quite tell what it is, but there's something around that agitator. I had a GE Hydrolite before. Do you guys know that? I think it's that Whirlpool. I had a GE Hydrolite. It was a temporary replacement for the Samsung washer that broke at our house. So we had a Samsung. Yes, it lasted us a good 9 years. But when it broke and we were just about to move to America, we ended up having to get a rented washer. And so we got a GE Hydrowave. Had it for about, I don't know, close to a year or something. The agitator. That was the first washer with an agitator that I'd seen for a really, really long time. So I was excited about it. It only went off balance twice in the time that we had it. So, to be honest, that was not a bad washer. It was a little noisy during the drain and spin, but you know, it got the job done. It was pretty cool. It was a lot. I liked it more than the Samsung. Yeah. So. Oh yeah, video lever. The slowdown is timed. It's not sensed. So when it stops, depending on how much laundry is in the machine, it could either start to fill before it stops, or it could start to fill after it's been stopped for some time because you know it times it all. So yeah. It's not like the belt drives, where they have a sensor that can detect when the drum is stopped. It's not like that. Yeah, our hydro wave was pretty standard. It had 5 water level settings. It had a few temperature settings. It had like tap cold, cold, cool, warm, and hot. And then it had a bunch of options, which I don't know what any of them did, except for one of them that I like to use. And there was a bunch of cycles on that washer too. There's like 3 different types of color cycles and 3 different types of white cycles, and a few cycles for permanent press. Here goes the tub locking in. Would you call it silver or would you call it gray? I would personally call it gray. It had those the progress lights on it as well. It wasn't white, I can tell you that. It wasn't white. It was gray, had the progress lights. It had a few different cycles on it. You could only open the lid during the fill. It wouldn't work for the wash or the spin. Oh, do you recognize it? That would be cool. I think I can see. I looked up photos of it. I think I found it. I used to have an old video of it, but I lost it on my old device. But yeah, it was, I'm not gonna lie. It was my parents personally. I don't think they liked it. I think they said it sucked, but and a lot of people seem to think that they're terrible machines. But I personally enjoyed having that washer while I did it. While I did, it's probably because I used to have a Samsung that was terrible. Yeah. Excuse me. Um, I don't really have a request for you, video lever. Just whatever you have, I'll look at it. Well, because the Whirlpool will spin, slamming into it again. Oh yeah, no, it didn't have a mechanical timer. I can tell you that it was one of those ones. All right, got a few seconds later. There we go. Just as long as it's like a full load, that's fine with me. Whatever you do with it. That's it. Yeah, I'm just there to enjoy them. Uh-oh. A dying seal? What's going on with that catalyst? Oh well. Of course. Right. Tell you what, it's interesting that for that I don't know what it could be. Interesting. I Poor catalyst. I feel sorry for that washer. It's kind of had a rough year, hasn't it? Hey, I think I know what that is. Because when I first put my Whirlpool back together, it did something. Well, I'll have to see when I hear the noise. Because all I can say is something similar happened to my Whirlpool when I put it back together. I think I did something wrong with the brakes, or maybe it was the clutch. Because I tried putting in a 6-pad clutch, but I don't know what happened, but it did like something, and I went to spin it up, and the motor nearly stalled, and it was making this awful squeaking sound during the spin. I went in, I readjusted the brakes or something like that, and I put the original clutch back in just in case, and yeah, it works fine now. I have no idea what that was. It was interesting. Yeah, either the brakes or the clutch. I never got to figure out what it was, but it was one of the two. Because I, I fixed, I changed both of those, and something about it fixed it. If it was the brakes, all you're looking at is to probably do like a little brake adjustment thing, and you'll be fine. agree, the Kelvinator is a little unbalanced, and I've just noticed it's a little tangled over here. There you go. I'll give it a little hand. Okay, it's still a little off, but nothing I can do about it. It's not like the Gentle Annie. You have to really get it to be off balance to hit the switch. It'll hit the side, yeah, but it'll bang around like that. But the switch is over here, and it has to meet it like right up there, and it doesn't really do it. And because it does that weird redistributing thing, it's more of a rare occurrence. I've only had this go off balance one time on me, and it's been fine all this time. It's kind of struggling a little bit. Oh, never mind. It's just stopped. Get ready for the other spray rinse. There it goes. Very funny. Very funny. Yeah, we'll see about that. I was kind of thinking about it. I wonder how the water pressure on that washer is going to be. We'll see. Oh, wow. That is... Got a little shaky there. It's. I can tell you this, guys. It's definitely not off balance enough to hit the switch. It won't hit the switch. Thinking again. Now this is going to really decide it here. If it balances or not, which it will. It's going to be a shaky one. I can tell you that, though. So, what? Brace yourselves. I personally don't know why it does that. I think that's why it does it. Because listen to how it's not like it extracts it in all one go. I think it's just to sort of gradually extract the water out of the clothes, so that when it does the spin, it's relatively quiet. It's just that for some reason it doesn't get up. It doesn't ramp up like it should. Yeah, it just doesn't do it. So I think that's why it does it. But yeah, you seen that? It's spinning. It's a little shaky, but it did it. That is 850 RPMs, Jalen. $17 RPM. Yeah, I don't. Here's a fun little thing, guys. I think I figured out. There's the wash program settings on this new washer. It has a button called manual, and I've made a bit of a theory on what that is from reading the instruction manual that Qmatic gave to me. So thank you, Qmatic, for that. And it said that any part of the wash cycle can be extended by pushing the manual button, which I believe what it does is it stops the timer, and you can set it literally anywhere you want to. And when you hit manual, it'll do that action for as long as you want it to. So, like, I guess I could have it. This is just a theory. I need to actually see if this is what it is, but I could have it washing for as long as I wanted it to, or rinsing, but overflow rinsing as long as I want it to, when I have the manual button on. That's my theory. I personally have no idea what those buttons do, so it's just a thing I have to see. Yeah, and yeah, that's the other thing. It doesn't even it doesn't have texturants either. That's it. I'll find out tomorrow, although I won't. I'll tell you this, guys. I'm not gonna just bring it home and get it hooked up. No way. Not to machine that old. I need to visually inspect it first. And I'm not gonna be taking any chances on leaks either, so I'll have to take it outside and do a test load. And then I'll consider putting it in the laundry room. Actually, Jar Boy, it has. I don't know how long. All I know is that the guy has a business, and I think he said he was clearing out a garage, and he just happened to find this washer there. Now, I have no idea how long it was used for. I don't even know when it's from. It's probably from 70 or something, but like, it's been sitting here like I said for a long time. So I'm gonna bring that. Good tip. I didn't think about that. I might actually end up doing that. Thank you. That's a good suggestion. All right, that's a good good thing to do. So. I'm not going to take any chances on leaks. Definitely not. I hate leaks. I absolutely hate them. I cannot stand it when one of my machines leaks. Maybe throw hot water in the drain hose instead of into the tap. Alright, these are all good suggestions. Thank you guys. And yes, the Kelvinator is taking the trophy. Looks like this Whirlpool needs to be set 4 or 6 minutes forward. Yes, we will definitely be using hot water. The thing about what I'm doing is I'll have to take it, because I need to take it outside, because I said before that I wasn't going to take any chances on major leaks. And the only water I have outside is cold water. So I'll have to do a cold water wash first. And then when I bring it in, I'll have access to the hot water, and I'll be able to do the hot water and bleach, I believe, was the good thing. Was it? Because that was it bleach? I think it was bleach to help break down any dirt and stuff. Okay. I can't get my hands on Tide cleaner here. Would bleach work? Look at that. 30 years or 20, 30 years later, it's just springing back to life. Amazing. Foamy? Is that what bleach foam? Man, I haven't used bleach in ages. Alright guys, 2 minutes to go. Forgot to turn off the Kelvinator. Sorry about that. Bit of a drawback. I have to hit that every time I finish using it. The K605 does have more cycles than the K600, just because it's electronic controlled, and the dial on my K600 only has 3 cycles, which is actually more than usual, because it used to only have 2. Yeah, that's right. That's a good point. No, none of my machines, except the Whirlpool, has extra rinse on it. So, and to be honest, I never really used the extra rinse feature to begin with. So, there you go. Yeah, if I had the Whirlpool set maybe about 6 minutes forward, it would have been a bit closer, but yeah, that's just how it is. Well, I'm very excited about tomorrow. I think you'll probably see the first new things on it on AW rather than on YouTube, because obviously that's where a lot of the other stuff is going to be going. So, like, if you want to see like first glimpses of the washer, go to automaticwasher.org, and I should have some photos of it about pretty much as soon as I get home. So I'll get home, I'll take it out of the car, and I'll probably take photos of it and post them. I'm hoping that everything with this washer is all right. I don't know heaps about it. I just kind of know that it works. Supposedly it works, and hopefully it all works out. So if there's a leak, since I have to fix a few. Okay. Yeah, I guess like I wouldn't be surprised if it leaked. I mean, would be 50 years old if it's from the 60s. I still haven't figured out exactly how old it is. All I know is that it's sometime after 67, because according to the manual, it was indeed made by the Tube Investment Group, or TI, and that was after 1967. So it's going to date somewhere after 1967, but we'll see. Yes. What does... Hang on, I can't see that. There's like a... oh, RCA? I don't know what RCA means. Sean would know. It's not from prior to 67, because before 67, the Tube Investment Group hadn't yet taken over the radiation thingamajigger. So before that, Radiation was a group of British companies that included Jackson, Parnell, and the other one, New World. And then TI came along and supposedly killed off the design, but apparently the New Zealand subsidiary, I believe that's how you say that, survived the takeover, and they continued to make the machines after the takeover under the name Champion. So my machine is a survivor, basically. So that's why I know it dates after 67, because on the manual it says it's from Tube Investment Group, which took it over after 1967. So it's either late 60s or early 70s. Radio? That's interesting. Radio. Did they make... That's interesting. I don't know how often this... We'll have to see. It all depends on the state of it. And it does look a little rough. I think it's probably from when it was in storage, because I can see in the photos there's a bit of rust on the bottom of it, and there's some dirt on the control panel. Oh, I have to go, guys. I've been told to stop. I'll see you on the next video, I guess. Sorry, I had to cut this short. I'll see you later, guys. Bye.